Hey guys, now welcome back to another video. Now this video is one of my favorites. This is going to be about porn site traffic. So how do you actually promote your model on the huge amount of free porn tubes that there are out there in order to gain a huge amount of OnlyFans subscribers? Now, at the time of recording this call, this is responsible probably for around 60% of our traffic here at Aura. So this is a lesson you should definitely make notes and make sure that you guys are utilizing the huge amount of websites out there that can really help you grow your model. And I stress as well, this is completely free. All you need to do is take your time and obviously listen to the methods. So let's get straight into it then, guys. Now, look, you may very well think that this is a little bit counterintuitive in terms of, okay, well, shouldn't I be charging people to look at my model's content? But on these porn sites, we are going to basically teach you how to post almost short trailers. Think about it. If you're going to go and see a film at the cinema, you're going to be enticed by the trailer. That's what's going to, essentially make you want to see the film. So, look, as I'm sure you're aware, these sites pull in hundreds of millions of views per day, and you can use these tubes to pull in subscribers because often the people that are watching these porn videos are OnlyFans subscribers as well. Of course, it just goes without saying. So, essentially, guys, you may think that putting this content online for free is a bad idea and it's going to negate the need for OnlyFans, but you'd be very, very incorrect. I do really want to stress that. And we're going to teach you guys how to funnel it straight down onto the OnlyFans. Now, just a quick disclaimer with this method. This method should only be used with your model's full permission. You have to speak to her about this. Obviously, these are public sites. The videos, are going to be there forever. So she needs to understand that. So make sure you have that conversation and obviously explain how it's going to go down. But you need to have the model's permission for this on 100%. Top 5 tubes that you guys should be uploading on is going to be Pornhub, RedTube, XHamster, Xvideos, and ImageFap. So Pornhub and RedTube, they are quite bureaucratic in terms of they require a lot of ID verification. This is something you're going to have to get your model to do. XHamster and Xvideos is way easier to just hop on there and start uploading straight away. Now, if you guys' models are British, or obviously if you're a UK-based agency, whatever, I'd really recommend using a site called XX Brits as well. Now, in terms of the OnlyFans content on there for UK girls, absolutely incredible place. You get a huge amount of subscribers. So make sure that if your model's UK based, you're uploading onto a site called XX Brits as well. So just something about these tubes. Obviously, you may think that uploading onto just these ones isn't a great idea. You don't want to just upload onto a couple of them. Well, what you'll find is that when you upload onto these large ones like Pornhub and RedTube, the content gets filtered down. So there are a lot of very much smaller porn sites that are essentially scrape content. So these videos, you could post them on Pornhub, and within a week they're on 100 different porn sites, which is what makes this method an absolute hack. So, account setup. Obviously, name, it needs to be identical to the OnlyFans name, as similar as you can get if the name's taken. Usually you can get it identical. Now, in terms of the bio, when you're creating the profile on this porn site, you need to be super descriptive. You need to be playing on the niche and the type of creator that you are promoting. So, for example, if your creator is a dominatrix, you're gonna have an inclusion in the bio with a description of the fetish in order to obviously push guys that are into that niche onto the OnlyFans. So if your model doesn't have a particular niche, try to create a little bit of a backstory that's going to intrigue potential fans. Create a bit of a character for them. Maybe an example of this is a teacher that slept with a student or something like that. You guys get the gist. Now, in terms of the title of your videos, you're going to have keywords in there. So this is going to be things like leaked, OnlyFans, obviously the model's name, dirtiest girl on OnlyFans. Think like that. Think to yourself, what would make me click on the video if I was a potential person who's hopped on one of these sites to obviously masturbate? So what's going to make me click this video? Now, one that we've had really great success with is model's name, shocking OnlyFans leak. Things like that. Freestyle it. Now, in terms of the tags, all these porn sites are going to have an absolutely massive array of tags, and you need to try and encompass as many main categories as possible. So think MILF, college, hair color, body type, ethnicity. All of these things you want to just make sure you've got as accurately as possible. So if your model's blonde, you put blonde. If your model is Latina for ethnicity, you make sure you put Latina as the tag, because when a guy searches on these porn sites, you want your model to be coming up based on what they search on, higher chance of them then converting to the OnlyFans, because that's obviously what they are into. So in terms of category as well, it's really important that you essentially pick the right one. So Amateur, verified amateur is what your models are going to be in most cases. However, obviously, as I mentioned before, if your model is something else like a dominatrix, try and find a category that encompasses that as well. Obviously, porn star, there's going to be a whole loads of different ones, but usually if it's your standard OnlyFans model, you're going to be looking amateur or verified amateur. Now, in terms of uploading, just a little disclaimer for you guys, some accounts when they're brand new are limited to a certain amount of video postings, so it may just take you guys a little bit of a while to get past that point, and then obviously you can post as many as you want, the desired quantity. Now, first thing you guys need to do, you need to create a minimum, and I say minimum here because you can post as many as possible, of 25 videos that you are going to post across each site, obviously to maximize the level of views you're going to be getting. Each video should be 48 seconds long. Now, we have done a lot of split tests. We've done videos that are 2 minutes long, a minute long, 47 seconds long, 52 seconds long. We've tried everything. Now, the data has come back and said that 48 seconds, for whatever reason, works the best. So 48 seconds long is how long you want to be creating each of these videos to. Now, in terms of the actual video content, you guys have got a decision to make here, and obviously this is a decision you should be making with your model as well. So you could be looking at a striptease or a video of the model in lingerie, for example, for something that maybe the model doesn't, particularly want themselves fully naked on these sites. A pre-action cutoff. So a pre-action cutoff is going to be where the video cuts right before the action. So an example of this is going to be, girl removes the guy's underwear, they're just about to start having sex, she's just about to start sucking his dick. Boom, video cuts. They're going to be like, oh, well, I want more of that, etc., etc. Obviously, going to push them onto the OnlyFans is the whole point. Alternatively, you've got a post-action video. So this video can be like a bit of an aftermath. So, for example, the girl might be covered in cum or something like that, and they're going to obviously then sub to the OnlyFans to try and see what happened beforehand. You can even do little clips from sex tapes, things like that work really well as well, but it's obviously just whatever your model is comfortable with. But think of it like a trailer for a movie. Now, it is very, very important to watermark each video that you have with a domain that you own. Now, this is going to be your model's domain. So usually modelsname.com, .net, whatever you guys want to do. So the reason for this is, as I mentioned before, these smaller porn tubes will essentially scrape this content and post it on their own tubes. And by this point, this is not going to be under your account. There's going to be no link there. That they're not going to put your OnlyFans link there to try and help you out. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. So you need to make sure that on the video, very, very visibly, is that website link, so that anybody watching it, regardless of whether you've posted the video, whether it's a scraped video, whether someone's fucking sent it to their friend, whatever, you need to make sure that they're going to be able to find your model and obviously subsequently find the OnlyFans link, which will be on the domain that you own, modelsname.com. And, it essentially means that for the rest of the time that these videos are there, the traffic is always going to come back to your website. Now, another little reason that we do this is because it actually negates the risk that, popular link hosting sites you guys will have heard of, like Linktree and All My Links, okay, they could wake up one morning and say, right, we're not going to allow adult content, we're not going to allow OnlyFans links anymore. We don't want to be known as a service provider that just is essentially used by OnlyFans models. So the domain you can obviously use yourself. You're not relying on anyone else. So on the basis that OnlyFans could be banned on Linktree or All My Links, and you've posted all these porn videos already, you're getting a huge amount of traffic in, but now the link's completely invalid, it's wasted. That entire time has been wasted. They can't find your model anymore. So that is absolutely essential. Please watermark the videos with a domain that you own. I cannot stress that enough. So guys, uploading your model's content in the way that we have taught you here onto these porn tubes is an absolute hack in terms of getting a lot of quality subscribers in. Obviously, have the conversation with your model. If she doesn't feel comfortable with it, there's nothing you guys can do. But, hopefully you'll have a model that will be up for doing it in some form or another, be it, fully explicit, semi-explicit, whatever. But make sure you follow it exactly step by step as we've shown you here, and you will see some crazy, crazy results, and results that will last a huge amount of time and compound as you are doing it. So I will see you guys in the next video.